So let's get into this. Team played the WarpMeta yesterday. We got to the finals. We lost 3-2. It was super duper close, and I'm just going to review it now. Each map, I already know some things about like every map because I was sitting there watching it live, and then I was also with my team in the Discord listening to their comms. So yeah, it's actually like a really long series because all the maps were like actually really close. So it's Savages. We played against Savages a lot. They're like a scrim partner of ours as well. I think they're like a really good team on like a really similar level to us. They run okay, so a bit of leaks, but they have they've been trialing new people, and I think they're using their old roster, so they're picking more comfort. But whenever we play against Savages, we have played against Savages, they've run triple tank a lot. So they'll run Hui on Diva, they'll run, I think it was Capo playing Zarya, and then they'll run Derek on either Hitscan or Junkrat. But it seems like they run this on like a lot of the Rhine maps, and then on this they ran it like a little bit differently because I wasn't used to them running just two tanks. They usually ran three. I'm not sure if it's them changing their playstyle around or if they were just trialing some different things, but it is just something that I noticed. Sugar did a good job of flanking. Plug gets headshot though, so they need to play safe. Sugar walks too far out. Frill was behind them though, so it actually ended up being okay, like he got a triple. We want to just put poke on them, put poke on the shield as much as we can because um, we want them to not be able to walk up and let their Zarya get free alt charge because that's their win condition is getting grab into Dragon Strike, and so we want to have as much pressure on their shield as we can, have the Tracer behind them flanking. Um, yeah, that's basically it. We want to be shutting down Hui as much as possible, and I think Frill understood that, which is really good. Frill loves to do this, just sit behind the enemy team and just farm them from behind whenever they walk in. Made a big shatter, they trance. We hit the nade though. Well, this is really good for us. Like we're doing a really good job of stalling them, getting kills, not playing too aggressive and losing people. Like so far, I'd give us an A for how well we're playing. Maybe an A plus. Savages don't have anything to combo with the Grav Dragon Strike. Like sometimes you'll use Anonade or you'll nano the Hanzo so it can actually one-shot people. But because we have trance, they don't end up actually getting anything from it. That's the stream being laggy. That's not my end, that's the stream, dude. Holy fuck. A plus, dude, plug. Clutching, man. Like we have three ults right here. Like we're in like a prime location. I think we lose this fight though. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, they swapped their comp up. We don't really have anything to deal with Pharah. Tracer can tag him a bit. Maybe Anna can, but it's actually a really smart switch from them. Forwards needs to be playing inside. He was playing too far out. You need to like play an arch and just play back. We still end up trading kills here, and like he flies too low, so like Plug's actually able to kill him too. But I can't remember. I think just because we lost our supports. Now they've swapped completely over to dive. I think they should have just done this. The Savages should have done this like as soon as they saw our comp and like had one or two goes at it. I know we lose this. Oh, we didn't have anything for the barrage. Okay. Damn, 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 damn. If we had something for that barrage, we actually would have won. Like if she was like focused and knew that like that actually just won them the point in overtime. Now that Capo's actually on Tracer, I would have liked to have Trill on Tracer too, even though we don't have a good nano target. I would have liked to have seen forwards just swap to Mercy at this point. Can't be peeking that. He was way too far out without the shield. Now they're going to get pushed because they don't have speed boost. The Discord Soldier and Anna should be able to deal with it, but they can't take these initial like long range rockets when they aren't able to contest the Pharah. Sure, we went for like a pretty risky tire. Definitely should have just saved that. So like we kind of got staggered here, and we haven't gotten a good push off. Derek's going for the flank. Hmm. We end up getting kills, so it's not that bad. But he pushed like really far in without being contested. Savage is adapting even more. Like so, they're like, all right, our pharmacy is actually getting shut down now because they swapped hit scan for it. So they just swapped the Genji and the Zen. And if they go for an early fight here, they should have enough time to build up ults for a second push. Can't remember. I think Ace of Spades might get actually like a lot of value here. We kind of just fell all over. I think Matt was too far pushed up, and then everyone kind of just fell behind because the monkey was able to get in. The Genji started to get resets. We kind of fell apart. We weren't able to actually like hold our shield and like hold our ground, which we should have been able to do. We're walking up here, but like you can see like they're literally all on high ground. They're just waiting to dive our backline. Matt probably should have swapped Winston here, even though he was close to Shatter. Like we just need stuff to contest the high ground. We can't have it so there's like 3 or 4 people on the high ground just one-shotting our backline because we can't do anything about their high ground. The cart has kind of been like had like one person constantly on it, like pushing it, so we've just been like struggling to stop it because we've been kind of staggered. Good. Oh, they ended up like walking into the grab after the fact. The follow-up was too late though. Sugar went in like way too late to actually follow up on it. He needed to be like super ready as soon as it had gone down to actually like get up on it and then put like concussive mines in there and so you can like actually one-shot the people through the trance. Yeah, we just end up holding it here, but our offense is it's a bit different. We end up really struggling offense-wise. Like we end up pushing, but we can take a look here. Paint dies right off the gate. He didn't go out the correct door. I told my guys that I really do not like Anna Zen on this point. I feel like we get punished way too hard. We're so slow to rotate around the statue that we end up getting poked out a lot. Pharrell goes for his over-aggressive play and gets really punished for it. If you just have someone like on the high ground getting pocketed by a support, like before anyone else can even contest, then it's just going to be free. We get a pick, but because we lost someone, they can just res it. That's too far forward. Sugar ends up getting like a pretty good pick. But again, it's the res, man. The reses are just too strong. If we want to run Anna, we have to run it with Lucio so we can actually like get a bio down on their backline and then dive them, or actually like speed boost push into them so we can actually punish with it. But what ends up happening is we end up hitting like sleeps or like good bios, but we're just not fast enough to actually like walk up and like punish on it. Like right here, they just hold the shield. We weren't able to bio it, but I mean, we're able to flank tire it, but that has nothing to do with the supports. Hold on a second. Alright. I don't know how loud that was, but there's like actually construction starting outside, so I had to close my window. So we get the cap, but it was basically just one off grab and a tire. Like we kept getting picked and we weren't really decisive. It was actually just winning a tire grab. We didn't have speed boost to walk away there or anything, so Matt just gets picked off. Derek knows what Frill wants to do, and he was just sitting on high ground, just sitting close enough so he can have the mercy pocket, and he'll just like contest the tracer who wants to be flanking from the high ground. Ooh, paint. That was like a 6 snipe on that. Big shatter too. It's not a lot Savages can do. They popped a Valk, but they were losing the fight already so hard. It's hard for them to like really regain their ground. Frill should have chased that Mercy. There's no reason not to. I would have liked to seen Sugar go top left right here. Is he going for it right now? Okay, good. No, he's going for a tire. Okay. I wanted him to just like have high ground pressure because the only people who can contest him are Derek. So you'd think right here, okay, we have 4 minutes left, push not even the full point. Easily winnable, right? you would be mistaken here. My team runs into a brick wall known as Derek and refuses to adapt. And I'm going to grill them on this today because it was really painful watching Derek satchel up top, and he is just straight uncontested up there. He does not get touched and like taken down for almost this entire match. They don't end up switching to Diva to like punish him, I don't think. They just stick on the same comp. Sugar Free doesn't end up going up and contesting him. Derek just sits up here and just lobs grenades. So ideally, what you want to do after this tire just kills everyone is orb Sugar Free, or yeah, I guess orb him. It'd be better if we had Mercy at this point, but send him up with a bubble from Plug, and then have him attempt to one-shot Derek. And then you just camp the body at that point. You either force Wolf to like pop Valk to like res him, or you just don't let them get the res. Because this allowing them to just sit up here and just constantly spam poke us forever is just, that's how you lose games. So we spent 2 minutes basically not using any ults, just getting like poked down. The card hasn't moved at all. Derek's still sitting high ground spamming us, and we've yet to send anyone up to like deal with him. I have no idea why Sugar isn't going up and dealing with him. He's sitting on the ground just like attempting to ignore him, but maybe he just sees the Mercy pocket and assumes that like he can't make a play on it, but look, we're straight just blocked right here because people are getting so hard zoned by these grenades. And Derek hasn't had to move at all this whole time. And we're coming up on 6 ults here. The problems you run into, even without this high ground control, is whenever teams get control on like King's Row or control center on Lijiang, is like they'll just start using 2 ults every fight and just win over and over and over again. We didn't have a good enough of a combo on that grab, so I ended up picking up the Mercy, which is a pretty big deal, but there's like enough traded kills that it's not exactly one yet. We swapped Soldier. We should have stayed Junk. We need someone to contest this high ground. We've yet to have anyone. Plug finally switches to Diva after 3 minutes and 30 seconds of not having anything to contest high ground. What I mean by this time, it's basically too late. Your win condition basically for this map is to get a good grab off and then clean up team fights after that. We make a lot of panic swaps really late here. Like we definitely should have just dumped ults way earlier and then proceeded to like swap to this comp if we had wanted to. You can see like even in like these massive disadvantaged fights, we end up getting like a ton of kills just because I feel like we can match up against them or even like beat them in like these kinds of situations, but they end up just like game planning around us more and like more efficiently. So in the map, they were struggling with Hanzo. They figured, okay, we've used our combo, let's swap it up and actually like run something different. So they swapped to dive, and then um, they felt no need to switch against us because they were using the Junkrat efficiently, and it took us so long to end up doing our switches that it just gave them this massive advantage with them just like ticking down our time over and over again. There wasn't really anything we could do about it. Let's see. Let's go for the next one.